in Week 11 on EA Sports.
We got this.
Wait, 20!
Rip right. 25, check 25. Under 10.
Sugar! When he hits!
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain, too.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Check safety. Slam. He's coming.
On the counter, here's Jones. Not a whole lot of room to run. Gets it to the 35 after showcasing the great move. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
Wait, 20!
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Brady. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. Only a pickup of 2, but that's all they needed for the first.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3 and out.
Rush in. Deuce. Jam. Check three.
They'll run on first down. Jones. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
From the 41, Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans.
I got you, boy.
The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. Does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your...
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 7, Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh. Big trip.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a giant first down. Jones now throwing on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Barkley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here we go, here we go. 15, run. 15-1.
Now Jones throwing on 3rd and long. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon.
That's the end of the first quarter.
Riley Dixon now to punt it away.
Riley Dixon on the punt for the Giants.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this one will be touchdown right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round.
3rd down and 9.
5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd.
I got it.
Here's Brady to throw. He sets up the screen to Jones. Touchdown! Ronald Jones with touchdown number 12 on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. After a fairly uneventful first quarter, that last play, that'll make a few highlight clips.
It certainly will, and you're exactly right. The first quarter almost felt like a feeling out process, didn't it? Both teams, okay, what are we going to do? Looks like they ramped things up just a little bit to start the second quarter.
The Giants take over.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Jones from the gun, he'll throw. Finds his tight end Ingram.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Here we go. 50, plant. Give me that ball.
Here's Jones on 3rd down. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is taken at the 15. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told.
First down and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Mike, clean up. It's our time. It's our time. Check.
Check and reload.
From the 41, Brady. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Flushed out right. And this one complete to Levine Toilolo. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
40's a mud. Come on, baby.
On first down, Barkley. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. This ball complete. Jones to Ingram. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Good running for Barkley there on first down as he'll get forward for about 6 yards. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down and 4, Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And they'll get this down to the 10. It's a first down on a gain of 10. They'll run on first down. Barkley. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
After the field goal, here's Rosas to kick it away.
Here we go. At
their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
1st and 10.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Brady. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Brady. And a catch made by Hopkins. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
Hey, go 66.
The final shot before half for Brady. And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, second down. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. Gay's kick is good. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, as they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Come on, set.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Looking to throw on second down. Jones dancing to his left. It's a gain of 9 yards, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
Makes it third and inches.
On the double.
Mike 54. Let's go, D.
Snap.
They'll try to run for it. Lewis. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. A good return there. Call it 13 yards.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
Defense,
got the lead. Yeah.
we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Lorenzo Carter in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
Open man is Howard, the tight end. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Nice idea, nice concept there. Line him up on the left side of the formation, let him sneak his way across, coming back underneath, put it in his hands, let him get a few more yards after the catch, too.
Great way to utilize a tight end on the drag route.
Sugar.
From midfield, here's Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by James Bradbury. Pass and now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, no, I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
They'll take over. First down and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this one.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's a go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. To throw again on second down. Jones. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Levante David making his presence felt in the backfield. Throwing on 3rd and long. Jones. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Shaquille Barrett make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Fielded at the 33. 12 yards on the return that time. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Wait, set. Round 80. Round 80. Mike is a 15. Check Mike 15. Hey, Alabama.
Throwing on second down. Brady. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down.
Check motion.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And this offense on 3rd down today, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 11. Throwing now is Brady. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. So unable to get any yardage at all off of the screen there on 3rd down.
And ordinarily on 3rd down, that's when you want to bring pressure. You get all your guys who want to get after the quarterback. But how about the patience they showed? Read the play, snuffed it out, and made a nice stop.
And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? leverage, athleticism. They created some nice space for him.
And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Gallman will run it. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1. At the 41-yard line.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Now Lewis here on first down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 27 yards there, a first down. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They run. This is Lewis. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. They try again with Lewis. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
On 3rd down, it's Lewis. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. What a tough spot to miss a kick. Just an absolute letdown.
Look, they got themselves in the field goal range, gave them a chance to take the lead. They come up empty, and now you wonder, will their offense ever see the football again?
Yeah, because on the other side, one through the post, and this thing could be over. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, 66.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And down right around the 37. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
This is Jones. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down.
Shift. Kill. Check three. Watch twist. Check 13.
Jones. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
At this stage, you've got to hustle, got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And they get the timeout called here. It comes with 1 second remaining on the clock. So it all rests now on the right foot of the kicker, Matt Gay. The clock showing just 1 tick. This for the win. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And this home crowd is in a frenzy as their guys have pulled it out in the end.